Have you ever wondered how to deepen intimacy with your partner through simple yet powerful gestures? In this video, we're going to explore 6 intimate acts that can transform your sexual relationship, enhancing both physical pleasure and emotional connection, from the sensual touch of a finger on the lips to the delicate stimulation of sensitive areas. Each act is designed to bring you closer and create a more fulfilling, intimate experience. You'll discover the secrets behind these gestures, learn how to execute them with care and attentiveness, and understand the profound impact they can have on your relationship by watching until the end. You'll gain valuable insights into your partner's desires and how to respond to them, making your intimate moments more meaningful and satisfying. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend doing so and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Before we begin, I'd appreciate it if you like the video to help spread the message. If you enjoy the topic of this video, comment 1 below. If not, comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and create better content for you. Now let's begin. Number 1, placing a finger in a woman's mouth. When a man gently places his finger in a woman's mouth, it can be a profoundly intimate gesture that carries deep emotional and physical significance. This act transcends mere physical contact, entering the realm of symbolic connection and unity. It embodies trust, vulnerability, and mutual respect. By allowing herself to be in such a receptive state, the woman demonstrates implicit trust in her partner, opening up both emotionally and physically. This willingness to be vulnerable is a powerful expression of intimacy, signaling a deep bond between the partners. The moment the man's finger touches her lips, it can trigger a powerful sensory response, setting off a cascade of sensations that heighten the overall experience. This initial contact is not just a touch. It is a profound moment that can elicit a range of emotions and sensations. The lips are among the most sensitive parts of the body, rich with nerve endings that respond to even the slightest touch. The soft, tactile sensation of her lips against his skin creates an immediate and intimate connection, evoking feelings of closeness and tenderness. It bridges the gap between physical and emotional intimacy, fostering a deeper connection. This physical touch can induce a heightened state of arousal and anticipation. The gentle pressure and movement of the man's finger against her lips stimulate sensitive nerve endings, sending signals to the brain that are both soothing and exhilarating. This combination of physical pleasure and emotional thrill creates a unique sensory experience that enhances intimacy. The anticipation of what might come next can amplify these feelings, making the experience even more intense as the woman starts to suck on the man's finger. The rhythmic motion and intimate connection can quickly increase her excitement and desire. This seemingly simple act engages multiple senses, creating a feedback loop of pleasure and arousal. The rhythmic motion of her mouth, combined with the taste and texture of the man's finger, can lead to a deeply erotic experience that intensifies her feelings of desire. This act stimulates both partners, creating a shared experience of pleasure and connection. Moreover, this gesture fosters a profound bond between the man and the woman, elevating their level of intimacy and trust. It is not just a physical act, but a symbolic expression of connection and unity, where both partners share a moment of vulnerability and closeness. This simple yet deeply intimate gesture can serve as a powerful way to strengthen your relationship. This gesture serves as a reminder of the emotional and physical connection shared between partners, strengthening their bond and enhancing their overall intimacy. The symbolic nature of this act cannot be understated. It represents a form of mutual surrender where both partners let down their guards and embrace the closeness of the moment. This shared vulnerability fosters a deeper sense of trust and connection, reinforcing the emotional ties that bind them together. The act becomes a private language of intimacy, a way for them to communicate their feelings and desires without words. Furthermore, this gesture can have lasting effects on their relationship. It can become a cherished memory, a moment they can recall to reignite their connection during times of distance or stress. The trust and intimacy built through such gestures serve as a foundation for their relationship, helping them navigate challenges with a stronger bond. In conclusion, placing a finger in a woman's mouth, while seemingly simple, is a deeply intimate and significant gesture. It embodies trust, vulnerability, and connection, creating a powerful sensory and emotional experience that can strengthen the bond between partners. This gesture serves as a reminder of their shared intimacy. Partners. This act signifies a deep level of trust and physical connection as the woman allows her partner to explore one of the most sensitive and private parts of her body. The sensation of a finger inside her stimulates numerous nerve endings, providing a pleasurable and arousing experience that resonates throughout her entire being. A woman may desire that her partner continues this intimate act, as the rhythmic and careful movement of his finger can elicit waves of pleasure. The gentle or firm pressure, depending on her preference, can stimulate the G-spot and other sensitive areas, heightening her arousal and deepening the physical connection between them. The man's attentive and mindful approach to her responses makes the experience even more enjoyable and comfortable as he adjusts his touch to match her needs and desires. This careful stimulation can lead to increased lubrication, enhancing the sensation and preparing her body for further intimacy. The physical and emotional connection fostered by this act deepens the bond between the partners, creating an experience that is both pleasurable and intimate. The act of a man inserting his finger into a woman's vagina can also serve as a prelude to more intense sexual experiences, further enhancing their closeness and mutual satisfaction. This activity allows the woman to become fully around Ed, preparing her body for further intimate encounters. The physical pleasure derived from this act is often accompanied by emotional intimacy as the woman feels cherished and desired by her partner. This combination of physical and emotional pleasure deepens their bond, creating a more satisfying and fulfilling relationship. Finger insertion can also serve as a way for partners to explore each other's bodies and discover what brings the most pleasure, fostering a deeper understanding and connection. Women often appreciate men who take the time to explore their bodies and understand their desires by inserting his finger into her vagina and paying close attention to her responses. A man can learn what brings her the most pleasure. This exploration and attentiveness make her feel valued and respected, enhancing her overall sexual experience. The anticipation and build-up of pleasure during this act can be incredibly exciting, leading the woman to crave more intimate interactions with her partner. Careful and deliberate stimulation helps the woman relax, making the experience more enjoyable and satisfying. For many women, the ultimate desire during this act is to become fully aroused and then transition to intercourse. The gradual build-up of arousal through finger stimulation can make the subsequent act of sex even more intense and pleasurable. Feeling thoroughly prepared leads to more satisfying and enjoyable sexual encounters, and the man's attention to her needs and desires fosters a deeper connection, enhancing the overall experience. Moreover, this intimate act can strengthen the emotional connection between partners. The trust and vulnerability involved in allowing a partner to explore such a private area can deepen the emotional bond, increasing mutual respect and affection. This shared experience of pleasure and connection enhances the overall quality of the relationship, making both partners feel more connected and in tune with each other's desires and needs. The act of finger insertion also serves as a way for partners to communicate their desires and preferences, fostering a deeper understanding and connection. In conclusion, inserting a finger into a woman's vagina is a deeply intimate and pleasurable experience that can significantly enhance the physical and emotional bond between partners. This act signifies trust, vulnerability, and a deep understanding of each other's bodies and desires. It can serve as a prelude to more intense sexual activities, helping to fully arouse the woman and prepare her for intercourse by taking the time to explore and stimulate her. A man can create a more satisfying and fulfilling sexual experience for both partners, strengthening their bond and deepening their relationship. The intimacy and connection fostered through this act can elevate the overall quality of the relationship, leaving both partners more attuned to each other's desires and needs. Number 3, inserting a finger into the back area of a woman's vagina. When a man gently inserts his finger into the back area of a woman's vagina, it can evoke a profound sense of relaxation and intimacy. This specific touch stimulates deeply sensitive areas, contributing to heightened pleasure and connection. The back area of the vagina, often referred to as the posterior forks, is rich in nerve endings and can respond intensely to gentle stimulation as the man's finger explores this intimate region. The woman may find her body naturally relaxing and opening up. This relaxation can be both physical and emotional, allowing her to feel more at ease and connected with her partner. The act of holding the man's penis in her hand during this intimate physical pleasure that comes with penetration. The urgency of her movements and the intensity of her desire reflect her heightened state of arousal, driven by the stimulation of sensitive areas within her vagina. When the man responds to her cues and enters her moving rhythmically, it can create an intensely pleasurable experience for both partners. The deep penetration stimulates both the anterior and posterior areas of the vagina, providing a comprehensive and deeply satisfying sensation. This intimate act not only fulfills her physical desires, but also strengthens the emotional bond between them as they share a moment of profound connection and mutual pleasure. The act of inserting a finger into the back area of the vagina, along with the subsequent intimate interactions, can significantly enhance their overall sexual experience. It allows for the exploration of deeply sensitive areas, fostering a deeper understanding of each other's bodies and desires. This intimate exploration leads to more satisfying and fulfilling sexual encounters, as both partners learn to communicate and respond to each other's needs more effectively. In conclusion, inserting a finger into the back area of a woman's vagina can be a deeply intimate and pleasurable experience that enhances both the physical and emotional connection between partners. This act signifies a profound level of trust and understanding, as the woman allows her partner to explore a highly sensitive and private area of her body. The resulting relaxation and arousal can lead to a more intense and satisfying sexual encounter, fulfilling the desires of both partners and strengthening their bond by taking the time to explore and understand each other's bodies. In this way, partners can create a more fulfilling and intimate relationship, marked by mutual pleasure and deep emotional connection. Number 4, sensually and gently placing a finger in a woman's mouth. A woman offers her body freely to a man who knows how to sensually and gently place his finger in her mouth. This intimate act is both powerful and evocative. The moment the man's finger touches her lips, it triggers a sensory response that can lead to heightened arousal. The soft, gentle touch combined with the act of sucking on his finger can induce a state of deep connection and desire. This act can create relaxation and intense arousal in the woman. The initial touch of the man's finger on her lips is delicate, almost like a whisper, creating an immediate and intimate connection. This simple gesture can evoke a cascade of sensations, stimulating sensitive nerve endings in her lips and mouth. A woman's lips, being one of the most sensitive parts of her body, respond to the gentle pressure and movement of the man's finger, heightening her senses and drawing her into a state of deep relaxation and arousal. This seemingly simple act can build trust and enhance the emotional connection between partners, as it requires a level of vulnerability and openness that deepens their bond. When a woman starts sucking on the man's finger, it can mimic the sensations of oral sex, further increasing her excitement and preparing her for more intimate activities. The act of sucking is inherently rhythmic and soothing, creating a feedback loop of pleasure and anticipation. In this context, the man's finger becomes a conduit for erotic sensation. The rhythmic motion of her sucking, combined with the tactile experience of his finger in her mouth, amplifies her arousal. The key is for the man to be gentle and mindful of her reactions, ensuring that the experience is pleasurable and not overwhelming. This intimate act can serve as a prelude to more intimate moments, creating a deep sense of anticipation and desire. The anticipation built through this sensual interaction can heighten the overall sexual experience, making subsequent activities more intense and fulfilling. As the woman becomes more aroused, her body naturally prepares for further intimacy, increasing lubrication and heightening sensitivity. The act of placing a finger in her mouth and the subsequent sucking can also serve as a profound way to communicate desire and affection without words. This nonverbal communication enhances the emotional connection between partners, fostering a sense of closeness and mutual understanding. The man's attentiveness to her responses and his ability to adjust his touch to suit her needs can make her feel cherished and respected, further enhancing the intimacy of the moment. In conclusion, the act of sensually and gently placing a finger in a woman's mouth is a powerful and intimate gesture that can significantly enhance the physical and emotional connection between partners. It signifies trust, vulnerability, and a deep understanding of each other's bodies and desires. This simple yet effective act can build trust and deepen the emotional connection between partners, preparing them for more intimate moments and strengthening their overall relationship by taking the time to explore and respond to each other's needs. In this way, partners can create a more satisfying and fulfilling intimate experience, marked by mutual pleasure and deep emotional connection. Number 5. The art of finger stimulation in a woman's vagina. A woman's vagina is an incredibly sensitive and intricate area, rich with nerve endings, making it a primary zone for sexual stimulation. When a man inserts his finger into a woman's vagina, it has the potential to provide immense pleasure if done correctly. The key to achieving this pleasure is to be gentle, slow, and attentive to her reactions, ensuring that every movement is both considerate and responsive to her needs. A woman often desires her partner to keep his finger moving inside her vagina, exploring different areas and varying the pressure and speed. This exploratory approach helps gradually build her arousal, as each subtle change in movement can stimulate different parts of her vagina. The gentle and rhythmic motion of his finger, combined with varying pressure and speed, can stimulate her G-spot and other highly sensitive areas, heightening her pleasure and leading to a more intense and satisfying climax. A woman deeply appreciates a man who takes the time to thoroughly understand her body and stimulate her before proceeding to intercourse by inserting his finger. The man has the opportunity to explore her unique responses, discovering what brings her the most pleasure. This act of attentive exploration not only enhances her arousal, but also strengthens the emotional connection between the partners. This act not only brings physical pleasure, but also demonstrates that the man cares about her needs and desires, fostering a stronger emotional bond between them. The act of finger stimulation serves as an intimate prelude to deeper sexual activities, ensuring that the woman is fully aroused and ready for intercourse. This gradual build-up of arousal is crucial as it prepares her body for more intense physical interaction, increasing lubrication and sensitivity. By thoroughly stimulating her, the man ensures that she is eager and excited for the next steps, enhancing the overall sexual experience for both partners. Furthermore, this intimate act is not just about physical pleasure. It is also about creating a deep emotional connection. The man's attentiveness to her reactions and his willingness to take the time to explore her body shows that he values her pleasure and is invested in their mutual satisfaction. This care and consideration can strengthen their emotional bond, making the sexual experience more fulfilling and meaningful. In conclusion, the act of inserting a finger into a woman's vagina when done with gentleness and attentiveness can provide immense pleasure and significantly enhance the physical and emotional connection between partners by exploring her G-spot and other sensitive areas, varying the pressure and speed, and being mindful of her responses. A man can gradually build her arousal and lead her to a more intense and satisfying climax. This intimate act not only prepares her for intercourse, but also shows that he cares about her needs and desires, strengthening the emotional bond between them and ensuring a more fulfilling and intimate relationship. Number 6, the sensitivity of the posterior forceps, the back area of a woman's vagina, also known as the posterior PHX, can be exceptionally sensitive and a source of profound pleasure for some women. By carefully inserting a finger into this area, a man can stimulate nerves that are not typically reached during regular intercourse. This specialized stimulation can help relax her body significantly, increasing her arousal and making it a valuable technique for enhancing intimacy and sexual pleasure. When a man stimulates the posterior forceps, it can evoke deep and intense pleasure that resonates throughout the woman's body. The nerves in this area are highly responsive and gentle. Attentive stimulation can lead to a heightened state of arousal and relaxation. This act not only provides physical pleasure, but also fosters a sense of connection and trust between partners as the woman feels cared for and understood. During this intimate experience, a woman may instinctively hold the man's penis in her hand, signaling her readiness for deeper penetration. This gesture is both a sign of her arousal and her desire for a more intense connection. The tactile sensation of holding his penis can further increase her anticipation and excitement, preparing her body for the next stage of intimacy. The stimulation of the back area of her vagina can serve as a precursor to more intense sexual activity as her arousal builds. She might feel a strong urge to undress quickly and position herself in a way that facilitates deeper penetration, reflecting her growing desire for heightened physical pleasure. This natural response underscores her readiness and eagerness for more intimate contact, creating a dynamic and passionate atmosphere. Once positioned, the man can insert his penis into her, stimulating the posterior forceps. By inserting a finger into the back area of a woman's vagina can be a highly pleasurable and intimate experience. This specialized stimulation reaches nerves that are not typically engaged during regular intercourse, providing deep, intense pleasure and increasing arousal by responding to her signals and enhancing her pleasure. A man can create a more intimate and satisfying sexual experience, strengthening the bond between partners and fostering a deeper emotional connection. This act serves as a powerful precursor to deeper penetration and more intense sexual activity, ensuring both partners experience profound pleasure and a strengthened connection. Stoicism encourages individuals to approach sex and beauty with moderation, self-discipline, and a focus on inner virtue rather than external desires. By practicing self-control and cultivating virtuous qualities, Stoics believe individuals can attain a deeper sense of fulfillment and contentment in their lives, in deepening physical and emotional connections between partners. Each of these gestures, from placing a finger in a woman's mouth to stimulating the sensitive areas of her vagina, highlights the importance of trust, understanding, and attentiveness in creating a fulfilling sexual relationship. We hope you found these insights valuable and that they encourage you to approach intimacy with greater care and mindfulness. We'd love to hear from you. What have you learned from this video? Please comment below with one thing you've learned and plan to bring into practice in your life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your engagement and feedback help us continue to provide informative and helpful content. Thank you for being part of our community, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts.